Hello, everybody. Super excited that all of you are here. Thanks for joining us in Discord. As Will said, this is probably not, this is probably the last time we're going to be doing this in Discord because we're going to be moving this to our Gather space, which is kind of like a 2D map world where everyone can join. Over time, we actually want to open that up so people can hang out there and hack and build and connect with the base team. It's really, really cool. We've already been doing some experiments, so keep an eye out for that. We have a packed agenda today. If you don't know, this is our monthly Base Builder Friday call, the first Friday of every month, except for this time because we were off last week. But the first Friday of every month, we do this. The goal is to just give everyone an overview of what's top of mind for us, what's going on in Base, how can you contribute, how can you get more support, and then open it up for questions. So we'll have some time at the end for questions. We're going to talk about mission, vision, strategy as we usually do. I'm going to give a little personal update. Then we're going to talk about the Buildathon, Onchain Summer, scaling and decentralization, and smart wallets. So jam-packed. And again, we'll make time to leave questions at the end. Audio is a bit off. Thank you, Simon. It should be picking up from my microphone. So hopefully. And just confirming that we are recording this. Is that right, Will?
Yep.
We good on the recording?
Yep.
Yes, awesome. Okay, so let me just dive in. So mission, vision, strategy. Can you guys still see my screen? It says your stream is still running. We paused this previous save to restore. Okay, mission, vision, strategy. We like to start every single time with this because it really grounds us in why we're doing what we're doing. If you don't already know, our vision is to have the entire world on chain. 1 million builders, 1 billion users. When we wake up every day and look ourselves in the morning, the one of what we're doing is the mission, and the way we are going to accomplish that is by building a global on-chain economy that increases innovation, creativity, and freedom. A global on-chain economy that increases innovation, creativity, and freedom. That's something that everyone should be able to participate in. Everyone should be able to access. If you have an internet connection, you should be able to build in that on-chain economy, and you should be able to use all of the incredible applications that are built in that on-chain economy. Doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter where you were born. You can be a part of this on-chain economy. And the way we do that, the how of accomplishing our mission, vision, and strategy, there are two parts. There's the values. This is how we show up. This is how we do our work. And then there's the strategy. This is what we're actually going to do to accomplish that mission long term. And so on the values front, Base is for everyone, regardless of where you are. We are for you. If you're a builder, if you're a creator, if you're a writer, Base is for you and you are a builder. Base is a bridge, not an island. Which means that we don't want to be cut off from the rest of the on-chain economy. We want to be the center of the on-chain economy and connect people to it. So we want people to come on-chain on Base the first time and then go everywhere else in the OP stack, on Ethereum, and even to other chains like Solana. The third is that Base is decentralized and open source. Everything we do is open source and decentralized because we believe that that's absolutely critical to build a global on-chain economy. And then finally, we really encourage everyone to stay based. This means working hard. It means showing up as a team. It means pushing boundaries with creativity. It means thinking long term. It means staying optimistic. Staying based is so critical for accomplishing our goal. And then from a strategy perspective, there's really 4 things that we're constantly working towards. And the way to think about each of these pillars is that every single thing that we do should ladder up to one of these strategic pillars. And so I hope that when I read these strategic pillars, you find yourself in one of them. The first is that we're building a really powerful developer platform to make it easy for anyone to build on-chain products. So this is incredible developer tooling. It's making it scalable. It's making it really, really easy for builders. And we'll talk a little about some of the stuff we're doing to make it easy for builders right now. The second is we're nurturing a vibrant ecosystem of apps that gives everyone a reason to come on-chain. And so if you're an app builder, and app builders are the most important, that's what you're contributing to. You are building that next generation of products that people all around the world are going to use to make their lives better. The third is that we're fostering a deep capital market that makes Base the center of this interconnected on-chain economy. So that's all of the TVL that's coming into Base. That's all the trading. That's all the volume. That's all the USDC transactions that are happening. Making that really rich economy means that people can actually come in and do what they want to do. They can have the liquidity to accomplish it. And then finally, and this ties back to our values as well, we are investing in decentralizing and scaling base so that everyone everywhere can come on chain. If we don't have capacity, people can't come on chain. If we're not decentralized, people won't be able to access on chain. And so that's a really core part of the foundation that then lets us build that developer platform, lets us nurture that vibrant ecosystem of apps, and lets us foster that really deep capital market. And so again, everything we are doing, someone said my screen ratio is kind of weird. Let's see. Is that better? Okay, awesome. Everything we are doing is lining to the mission of building a global on-chain economy that increases innovation, creativity, and freedom. The how of what we are doing is the strategy. We're building a powerful developer platform. We're nurturing a vibrant ecosystem of apps. We're fostering a deep capital market, and we're decentralizing and scaling this underlying platform to let all of that happen in a decentralized way. All of you should be contributing to this. Ask yourself every day, am I contributing to this? If you are, amazing. If you're not, reach out to someone in the community and say, hey, how can I contribute? How can I redirect my work or change the things that I'm doing to better contribute to this mission and strategy? Okay, so I wanted to start with a little bit of a personal update. If you didn't see it, I got married over the last few weeks. It was awesome. Here's a picture of me and my wife celebrating. We walked from dinner to where the party was. I thought that was a pretty cool jacket I found on the internet. It was really great. Had so much fun. Was able to disconnect, and now I'm back with a vengeance to build in the second half of this quarter, in the second half of this year. One thing that I just wanted to highlight from my marriage is, you have to have an on-chain component of the marriage if you're me. I couldn't get away with not having it. And so I issued an on-chain memento. That's an NFT that people who attended the wedding could claim. And we had a 60% claim rate with the Coinbase Smart Wallet. And so what that meant is basically people got a text message and 60% of them were able to, within a few minutes, claim that NFT. A year ago, that wouldn't have been possible. It just wouldn't have been possible. Because they would have had to download an app, they would have had to set up a new seed. It would have been this whole complex thing. I would have had to been hands-on with every single person to make it happen. But now the technology's gotten so much better that without any guidance, almost everyone was able to get through it. And so I just wanted to share that with all of you, is like the technology improvements that we're making and the stuff, particularly with the smart wallet, the progress we've been making there has been really, really powerful in enabling even people like me to bring my family, bring my friends, my community on chain. And so as all of y'all are thinking about how you can contribute, one of the best ways is to find little opportunities like this to get your friends and family on chain. You can use link drop, which lets you send a message to people and have them claim money or claim an NFT. Super easy. They have support for the smart wallet, which makes it so they don't need a separate app. It just works. So I'd really encourage all of y'all to lean in there. So that's my personal update. I wanted to also do a few highlights from the Buildathon and give folks a little bit of an update on what's next. So we had a Buildathon for the whole month of June. This was how we wanted to kick off Onchain Summer. Onchain Summer is not something that Base is doing alone or something that Coinbase is doing alone. It is really an effort from all of us to bring the world on chain. And to reflect that, we wanted to start with creating a context for people to build. And boy, did people show up to build. We had 7,000 builders around the world. 7,000. And they submitted 1,255 final projects. We've looked at the math. We looked at the Solana hackathons. We looked at other Ethereum L2 hackathons. This is the largest on-chain hackathon that has ever happened in the history of the world. Period. 7,000 builders who submitted 1,255 final projects. So many people in this room contributed to that. We're so excited and proud and honestly just inspired by the level of energy that y'all brought to the Buildathon. And we couldn't be more excited to distribute a ton of rewards. And so we're going to be scoring all these projects over the next couple of weeks. We have a whole judging panel. A bunch of people are going to get prizes. So it's not just one person winning per category, not just one person winning per hackathon. We're going to have a ton of prizes. There's a bunch of different categories. There's a bunch of different multipliers. And in each category and multiplier, we're also going to have multiple winners. Also, if you haven't already, please go participate in quadratic voting for the Buildathon. That lets anyone, regardless of whether you win a judged prize, earn from your contributions to the hackathon. And so please go vote. The voting is open, I think, through the end of today or maybe through the end of the weekend. That will let your colleagues, the other people who built alongside you, earn. You can also share your link so people can help you earn. We really want to make sure that everyone who built a project in Onchain Summer is rewarded in some way. And then finally, summer's not over, and we just launched this thing called the registry, which is at base.org/registry. Someone from our team will share it in the chat right now. And we really want folks to share their projects in that registry. Because when you share the projects in that registry, it will start to show up in the Onchain Summer website that Coinbase just launched yesterday. And it will get more distribution and more reach. And that's going to let you acquire more users and be more successful. So please vote in quadratic funding. You can do that at the DevFolio website. And then submit any project that's ready to go for people to the registry so we can actually get more users to the project. Thank you all for building the Buildathon. This is not the last Buildathon. We're going to keep breaking records, and we're going to keep shipping more awesome things on chain. Okay, so a little bit of an update on Onchain Summer. We have had so much energy just in June, and we haven't even really started. Here's a bunch of things. We've had people doing creativity on chain with the Touch Grass Week. We have people make memes on chain. We have really cool kind of like physical on chain things like those pimple patches with Brian's face on them, which I thought was hilarious. We have stuff supporting creators. So many projects, too many to name, and we have so much more that's coming for the rest of the summer. One thing that's really exciting, if you didn't see it yesterday, is Coinbase Wallet just launched an interface that is driving so much distribution to all the stuff that's being built on chain. So every day there's stuff that's getting featured. There's a whole kind of points and competition component where you can invite people, you can mint things, you can earn points, and then you can get prizes. And I would really encourage folks to go play with that. And like I said earlier, please submit your app to that registry so we can feature more things. The other thing to know about this is that the registry is meant to be open to anyone. So Coinbase Wallet built the first interface for it, but over the next few weeks, we're gonna have many more people integrate the registry and start building on top of it. And so if you have an app that is looking for content, cool things on chain, we're doing all the curation. All the builders are going to submit the things they're building. We're going to curate and say, oh, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool, this should be featured, this is when this opens up. And then you'll just have a really simple API that lets you pull that into your app to give someone something to do on chain. And so this is really great for wallets. It's really great for people who are building sort of aggregators. It's really great for anyone who's looking for a way to activate users so that when you give them an account, they can immediately have something to do on Base. So if you're interested in integrating with the registry, we're going to have documentation that's getting released. I don't know if it's open right now, but it should be coming out today or early next week. If you have questions, please reach out to Will or other folks on the DevRel team, and they can help you get integrated. And again, we'll have time for questions at the end. So we're looking at all the questions, and we'll help folks answer them. And oh yeah, this is just a reminder of the registry. If you scan this QR code, that's going to take you to base.org/registry, and you'll be able to submit your project. It'll get featured on Coinbase Wallet, and you'll get featured in other places as well. Great way to get distribution. And keeping projects low cost, accessible to everyone, something really simple, using the smart wallet so that people can go in without having to set up a separate app is all going to be really essential to actually helping people get on chain. So that's Onchain Summer and the Buildathon. I wanted to jump to scaling and decentralization. We've been making a ton of progress here. And as I mentioned at the beginning, this is both a value for us to be open source and decentralized and a key pillar of our strategy. On scaling, we've been making awesome progress. We're growing the gas target. Earlier this week, we also released Fjord, which was an upgrade to the OP stack that Base led. It brings cost reductions in two ways. One, it reduces gas costs for smart wallets. So this is a kind of like before and after. You can see that they're about 60-70% cheaper. So if you're transacting with the smart wallet or building with the smart wallet, it's way easier and way cheaper for your customers to actually do things. The other way we drove down costs was we better compressed all the data. that we're submitting to L1, which means we use less blobs, which means users have to pay for less blobs. It also means there's more blob space for everyone. And that's a really great way for us to contribute back to the broader ecosystem. We reduced our usage, which keeps rollups and L2s for every single part of the ecosystem. This is exactly the kind of core development work that we want to be doing to continue improving the cost of base so that we can scale to reach billions of people on chain. A huge shout out to Roberto Bayardo, Daniel Prout, Francis Lee, Henry, so many people who've been working on the base core protocol team and are actually delivering these projects that are leading to those scaling improvements. Way to go, y'all. The other big update on the centralization side is we are bringing fault proofs to testnet soon. So I think that's coming to testnet in July. And then after that, we will do some kind of gameplay, testing, tabletopping, and then we'll move to put fault proofs on mainnet later this quarter. And with that, that's going to make base a stage 1 rollup. That is a really, really important part of our commitment to decentralization. Making Base a stage 1 rollup means that users and businesses building on Base have more certainty and surety in the security, the decentralization, the neutrality of Base. It's something we've been committed to from day one. Optimism Mainnet just did the upgrade to get them to be stage 1 a month ago. We're about to fast follow in their footsteps, building on the technology. Huge shout out to the OP Labs team who's been driving this decentralization work. And then shout out also to the folks on our team who've been contributing, folks like Anika and Ben, who've actually been helping make this upgrade go live. So stay tuned for us progressing to stage 1 over the next few months. With that, I want to hand it over to a new member of the Base team, Tina. Welcome on stage. If folks don't know Tina already, Tina was the founder and CEO of Station Labs, who's been really at the forefront of account abstraction and smart wallets for the last many years. At the beginning of June, I think, or late May, we had the honor of welcoming the entire Station Labs leadership and founding team to the Base team. So Tina, Connor, and Mind joined us at the beginning of June and are now driving smart wallet stuff for developers. And I will say, in the 6 weeks that they've been here, I have never seen a team have a more immediate impact. And so I'm so grateful that Tina and the team are on the Base team now and accelerating our work on smart wallets. And with that, I want to give her a little time to talk about some of the updates we're making on the smart wallet and how you can get involved as developers.
Thank you so much, Jesse, and super, super stoked to be here. And hello, everyone. I'm Tina, and I'm really, stoked to just have the Station team continue to kind of carry the torch of everything that Base team has been building. Huge shout out also to Wilson, Kuzak, and Lucas, who have been, at the forefront of developing the protocol side of Smart Wallet, but also, the Coinbase Wallet team that has been pretty integral in, making Smart Wallet also a reality. Jesse, you might, okay, perfect. One project that I want to highlight that is super exciting is actually Onchain Kit. So as Jesse mentioned, one of Base's, mission and value is really to bring all of the app developers, and the future of on-chain economy on-chain economy. So right now, we all know that it's still pretty hard to build things on chain. So really, Onchain Kit is trying to minimize and reduce the barrier to build to close to zero. So we want to make it as easy, as an npm install Coinbase Onchain Kit. If you haven't done it, you should do that, so that you just have it in your repertoire. And then add, you can add every component, everything from swap, wallet, tokens, and just a lot of these primitives that you commonly would use as a developer into your app. So here, just want to highlight, because it's about a smart wallet update, that we have fully integrated smart wallet as part of the Onchain Kit. So you can, there's a component called wallet components. You can add it into your app very easily. And another, really exciting upgrade is actually session keys. So I don't know if you all have used, have seen this kind of Google pop-up of asking some permissioning to kind of perform certain actions in the app. So really, our goal of even building, designing smart wallet is to minimize all the friction of signing of these Web3 complexity behind the scenes. But one of those challenges is actually, security and custody. And we don't want to sacrifice that because we want to, build this on-chain economy. And the whole point of that is, as Jesse mentioned, decentralization and self-custody. So basically, we've done tons of R&D work here to make sure that it's becoming super easy, for developers to and apps to kind of own that ability to configure permissioning for the users without and with a very limited scope. So for example, you can do things like time-based permissioning. So users are able to spend up to like 5.5 ETH, over the period of like a day, to ensure that the kind of permissioning is scoped within your app. And with that functionality, essentially what you'll get on the other side is the ability to kind of have this Web2 grade, experience without sacrificing self-custody. And obviously, security has been, the number one priority for Coinbase and also Base. So one thing that we really want to, earn is definitely developers' trust. So we want to make sure that the product that we're designing is going to be very, very secure to use as well.
I'll just give this a big +1. I'm really excited about session keys. For maybe those who are less technically familiar, what this is going to allow is it's going to allow you to one time get an approval in your app for folks to have kind of like a permission, and then you can sign on behalf of the user within that scoped permission. And so particularly if you're building games or things where you're doing tons of transactions, this removes the annoying kind of like approve every single time you want to do everything and makes it so it can be totally seamless. And so if you're a game developer or you're someone who's doing a ton of little transaction confirmations that are low value, please reach out. You can join the Smart Wallet channel. That's actually not in the Base Discord. That's in the Coinbase Developer Platform Discord. But join that channel. Will can drop a link to that. CDP, yeah, thank you, Simon. You can join that Discord and share feedback. We're really early in the development of this, and we're looking for kind of early customers. And so please jump in there and share feedback and help us figure out how to make this better for you.
Another feature I want to highlight here for developers here is one of the biggest challenges, when you use like an embedded wallet product, it's actually the cold start problem. When you kind of create brand new wallets for users, it's extremely hard, to still get funded sometimes, for these kind of new wallets to be able to kind of use your app right away. So Magic Spend is really trying to solve that problem by, creating the ability to actually spend from, hundreds of retail users that Coinbase has and the balance that they have. So in the future, you can expect this balance to be able to pay not just for the transactions, but also for gas fees and all the account abstraction benefits that we get with smart wallets. So this is definitely super exciting. And when we talk to developers, one of the kind of top one feature requests that they have is to be able to have these kind of like funded wallets on day one.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Anything else to add on smart wallets, Tina?
Generally, this is a very, very new tech, and we're definitely on the cutting edge here. So definitely, if you have any feedback, like we'd love to hear them. Like you can definitely just publish like your thoughts openly on Twitter or just in these discords. We read almost everything that you all send. So really, your product feedback would be super, super helpful.
I love it. And I'm just going to quickly, while we have you up here, Tina, I want to quickly hit a few questions that folks have had about smart wallets. First one is Onchain Kit compatible with regular JavaScript and React?
Yes. So we are fully React and TypeScript, JavaScript. Yep. Fully compatible.
That's exactly right. Second one is passkeys being linked to smart wallets a thing? Have really been enjoying passkeys UX lately on dApps that support it.
Yes, Smart Wallet. Actually, we use passkey as the auth method. And definitely we bet on passkey because we believe that's the future of self-custodial keys. And yeah, we're super stoked about passkeys. I'm glad that someone else resonates.
And if you haven't already tried the smart wallet, you can try it out at wallet.coinbase.com. Try out, let me just put this out, the smart wallet. You can just create a new smart wallet there, and you'll kind of get to see it's instant. There's no separate app, no separate extension. You just put your finger into a passkey, and you're able to do exactly what you want to do on chain. Next, I saw one more question about React Native support. When is the smart wallet going to have React Native support?
the entire team is sprinting towards React Native support. We all know mobile is the future of consumer. So definitely working very hard on that. So yep, it's number one, P0 for us. So definitely stay tuned on that.
P0 priority. Folks have been doing really great work there, and hopefully we'll have some updates very soon. Okay, with that, Tina, thank you so much for jumping on. Again, if you have thoughts or questions on Smart Wallet, feel free to jump in Smart Wallet on Discord. You can also just post them on Twitter, and you can tag me or you can tag Tina. Tina's handle is fake pixels. It's a little hard, but she can share it. You can tag us on Warpcast too, and we'd love to help you enable, easier on ramping. Faster, better user experiences with session keys, easier funded wallets with Magic Spend, all with a smart wallet. Thanks, Tina.